Hey, JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, y'all know we got to get into our little clips and stuff for Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 3, honey. And I'm so glad this season is coming to an end. I don't know why I feel like the reunions have been a drag, but either way, we are going to go ahead and check out a few clips from last night's episode. So let us go ahead and check out what it is I want to get into. Let me see which one I want to do. Okay. Oh, during this time, please go ahead, like up the video if you have yet to like up the video. And also, please make sure that you have subscribed. Okay. And while I'm getting this together, let me go ahead and play the famous audio because I know y'all like it.
Not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
Okay. You hear me? And make sure that you liking up this video, okay? And giving me 2,000 or more subscribers every week until we hit 100K. All right, let's go ahead and get into this first clip. Say on the show that sometimes they have these really good moments, right? And I just felt like, girl, how can you have really good moments when he wants a portion of your damn company? And then he drops that video, and that was a moment to see that sometimes they have really good moments. Okay, talking about she called him daddy off camera. Ooh, that man is a mess, honey. Listen, I really feel like Ralph, y'all wouldn't be here if you would have took therapy serious and started moving much differently when it came to your wife and offering more respect and her also working on whatever it is that she needed to work on within the marriage as well. Y'all wouldn't be here. And now y'all here. And you was trying to rush down there to the courthouse to be her to filing a divorce. Now you got it, so you should be happy, right? That's what you wanted. So what's the point of continuing to? He was trying to clarify for Drew that this ain't no funny business. I ain't trying to F you like I'm really trying to do some music with you for real. I'm trying to make some money, unless it was like that. But I feel like Porsha, you came at it and kind of approached it like Drew wanted to hunch on that man again. Dennis, you have been the problem. And if Porsha would have sat down with Drew much sooner, I feel like a lot of things would have been resolved and cleared. Porsha, you were going through your divorce. I think you isolated yourself. I think that you were embarrassed. I think that you didn't want to talk. No, you didn't even want to talk to damn Shamea. Even though y'all were already experiencing issues prior to the season, like you just, I don't know, girl. You just weren't trying to deal with nobody. And it just created even more, I feel, confusion and conflict. But I'm glad that y'all are getting to like a better place. So should Drew return next season as well as Porsha, we could see a better dynamic between the both of them. And we could put all this behind us, okay? You don't understand why it's not now she on your head top and she tap dancing. Now it's a situation of, I don't understand what's all this energy though. Excuse me, sir? Excuse me. Excuse me. I know you're not talking, Mr. I got a confessional. Before Kenya Moore got a confessional. What do you mean all this energy? You had a lot of energy to sit down like you're a house husband. Okay? Yeah. It's going to be a lot of energy. You had energy when you went and you sat down with Porsha and Shamea. Right? You had a lot of energy then. Right? You had a lot of energy when you were over there boot scoot moogie right on outside the courthouse when you felt like you got your way. What do you mean she's not supposed to give any energy now? You had a whole lot of energy over there on your podcast, him downstairs. Then you had a lot of energy over there on the Instagram and the Twitter. And you think that she's not supposed to come and give you energy at the reunion? No. Okay. Yeah, you gonna get all that smoke, Bookie. Kelly, so was you trying to be outside while you was what's going on? and at what point did he hop in the DMs? Okay, that's the first question. Okay, at what point did he hop in the DMs? Because see, they merely could have been talking about restaurant type stuff, right? Because y'all know he got that little hookah lounge. He had the hot dog factory and stuff. So it could have really been on some business type thing. I am trying to throw a bone. Now, Phaedra, you made it seem like y'all was hanging out, girl. Let's talk about it.
You meet Phaedra?
Well, I know. I've been in several rooms with him.
Okay. That's not the same thing, love. That's not the same thing. And you know, a lot of people will say they know you and they don't know you. Okay. And whatever Phaedra was talking about as far as knowing Charles, she was saying it was like 10 years ago, saying she didn't know he was married. Because I remember saying, well, whatever you knew of him 10 years ago don't matter because he's been married to her for 10 years. So the point of bringing up that from a decade ago don't matter. Okay?
That's not meeting me though.
But what I'm saying is, I know.
Okay, so whatever dig you finna get to these bitches, you can't give to me. Okay, my husband at home with our kids. Okay, be very clear. So when you direct your insults, go that way with it. I'm screaming.
Well, I don't actually know where mine is.
Porsha, shut up. I don't actually know where mine is. We're gonna get into the mamas. I'm blaming Porsha's mom because I just feel like we didn't need to see that scene where Porsha mama said something about Shamea saying that be wary of the dog that carries the bone. I don't think that was nice. I feel like whatever drama the two mamas have, that's their friendship. I feel like don't project that onto your daughters. And I feel like that's more so what Porsha's mom did. And then, you know, Shamea's mom coming on over to Shamea's page and then kind of giving her thoughts in a nicer way, but still, it wouldn't have mattered because what's said been said. So it probably was best to steer clear of that. But the fans wanted to know. So it was like she was going to react either way. So it's just sad, y'all. Like, I just hate that. Like, cause I know what it's like. A lot of y'all know what it's like to go through like a friendship loss. And it's one thing to deal with it like privately in a sense. And you may come and talk about it with some people, but to like actually have to watch it and it all play out in front of the world and you got way more people in it than what you would want, it's really sad. And I'm hoping that if they were to come back together, that they just learn how to be better friends to each other. Like Porsha has not always shown up for Shamea in the capacity in which she wants. Shamea, you haven't always told Porsha what it is. You always act like, oh, you know, I'm fine, I'm okay, but you're not, right? Porsha, I don't feel like you've always wanted to be held accountable for things when your friend approach you about shit that you do. You may get to being emotional. You may get up. I want to leave. I want to walk off and stuff. And that's not the way to go. Okay. I don't know if they ever going to be friends. Really, I do think Shamea should return for another season, as I said before. But them two being on this show together, girl, I'm afraid for y'all just a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it's possible because we've seen friendships fall out happen on this show and then they got back cool, right? We've seen that happen. However, y'all were friends years before this show and then I hope y'all can get back to that place. So, I mean, we'll see. It's sad that she went and bought it. Like, that don't make sense to me. It had to be something else. And then that is what broke the back type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the final straw type of thing. But it had to be something else. Typically, when we fall out with friends, it's not that one thing where it's like, oh my God, I'm done. No, it's a series of effects. It's a series of things that lead up to that moment. And that's what it is. But y'all let me know. Because some of y'all may feel, you know, the same way Porsha's mom feel. And I'm not trying to force my opinion on you because that's mine. You know, I don't think that is that big of a deal. If you couldn't afford that and somebody came behind you that you were familiar with and they bought it, it is what it is. You was going to lose the shit anyway. Like, how you mad? If anything, I feel like, I'm not going to say jealous, but you just mad because you couldn't maintain your shit and they were still able to keep theirs going. Like, that's just what it sounds like to me.
I'm not gonna even ask about it.
I think the mom thing.
Like, please, off the table. Let it go. Let it go. Off the table. Just like y'all say kids off the table, I'm not going to say moms are completely off the table, but what I will say is those mothers are not here to defend themselves on this show. They are not here to, and they haven't signed up to be a full housewife on this bitch either. Now, they may pop in and out here or there, but leave their drama to them because it's only going to further separate whatever thin bond, okay, that Shamea and Porsha have at this moment. So it's like, let's let that be what it is, okay? Like, and whatever happened with the whole, your mom did something egregious to my mom or whatever, and you think her buying a daycare was egregious? What was egregious for the credit company was the fact that your mama couldn't pay it and the house went into foreclosure, okay? That's egregious. But aside from that, like, it is what it is. Okay? Come on, girl.
You know, Shamea.
Now, there was chatters. The problem is, I think that, one, I don't think Porsha's chatters were captured on camera intentionally. And I also think the chatters that she's had about Shamea were with her family. So I definitely believe there were chatters that were happening about both parties, okay? I just think that some of Shamea's stuff may not have been shown on camera either, but she's discussed it with people that she was filming with, so they brought it to the show. Whereas with Porsha discussed certain things with people that she felt she trusted, which was her family, outside of the show. So they couldn't bring that necessarily onto the show unless it was that mama be wary of the dog that carries the bone type of situation, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, conversations were definitely happening on both sides. The day, Shamea, you gave them enough for them to run with, and that's where you fucked up. So yeah, simply, I feel like this apology isn't necessarily an apology, because you're apologizing, but then you're also, in my opinion, deflecting onto the other ladies their role that they played, when solely it's about you right now, right? So I apologize for how I handled the situation with the friendship. Instead of going to anyone else to discuss the issues that you and I had, I should have went straight to you. Okay. And then Porsha, you apologize and you take it from there. Okay. But I don't feel like you were always easily accessible for Shamea to be able to have those right conversations with you, because of how you showed up this season. You was avoiding her, you was avoiding damn Drew outside of the camera. So you was avoiding other folks, to the point where it seemed like the only person you really talked to was Cynthia, which is why Shamea highlighted Cynthia in the first place. Like, oh, you gave all this attention to Cynthia. Like, huh? Okay, we see that. That's really your close friend. So it's a mess. I wish everybody the best, though. So good luck to all the ladies or whatever when it comes to Real Housewives. That's all that I have for you guys at this time. Of course, I'm Jami. That's me. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on everything, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATL. Got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man? They say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can feel the pool. We gon' make them swim.